Hi you guys, I'm Pete with Chicago Voice and Data Authority, and we're here at Navy Pier fusion splicing these Fuse Connect SC connectors from AFL. This is their website. I really like AFL products. What we're using is a Sumitomo fusion splicer. In the Sumitomo fusion splicer you have two sheath clamps that hold the sheathing in, it holds the fiber in, and it prevents it from pistoning. On Sumitomo, it's convenient because they give you an Allen key so that you can take these out. So that way, this little ferrule piece right here, this little ferrule unit that has its own disposable sled fits right in here. I already unscrewed the Allen to save time, so I'm just going to pop this out. Allen goes right to the back of it because it's magnetic. All I do after that is I just drop in this little ferrule unit right here. As a matter of fact, you know what? I'm not really too satisfied with this ferrule unit. Hold on, Tom. I'm gonna grab another one. I'm not really too happy with the way that one looked, and I want this to be a good video, and I'm still going to try to do it fast enough for you guys. Let me just grab another one, and we'll get started here. So anyway, I go ahead and I set this right in here. After I set it right in there, the next thing I do is I grab my boot. Right, this is my boot unit, and I grab my fiber, the strand, and I just slide the boot right onto it. After I slide the boot right onto it, I put my protective sleeve. Protective sleeve is the one that we're going to wind up heating up. After I do that, I strip the fiber down. When I strip the fiber down, I do it in smaller increments so that I don't break the glass and have to keep stripping it. Some guys are better at it, so they can do it, you know, in one piece. I can't. So I'm going to then strip off the excess cladding. And what I do then is I clean it. I don't have a pump right now or something that convenient, but I got these really good wipes, you know, so they're so I'm going to clean it with these wipes. It's a little more time consuming to do that rather than a pump, you guys know that. So I clean it, and then I cleave it. I cleave it at 10 millimeters. 10 millimeter cleave. So that's about right there. Excuse me. Just hold that down. That cleaved it. After I cleave it, I set it down inside this sheath clamp right here, providing that I do not bypass the electrodes in there, because then I'll get a fiber protrusion error. So then I drop it down. Looks like it's pretty good, right? So I go ahead and fusion splice it. Obviously, while I'm doing this right now, I could grab, you know, another strand and get started on something else. So it's good. So now I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna put it in the heater. And before I put it in the heater, what I do is I slide up my little sheathing right there, so it's as close as I can get to it, and then I open up this clamp. What I do is I hold this down a little bit before I pop this clip up, because I don't want it to shatter. So I'm as gentle as I can be with it. After I do that, the sheathing just drops right down, and then what I do is I hold it relatively taut so that this can just go right into the heater like that. Boom. So now it's heating. This is a disposable unit. Just get rid of that. You know, a lot of times if I'm not working on another one, or most of the times, I just close this because I don't want the dust to get in it. I don't want dust to get into anything. So I close everything up, and it's almost done. It takes about 28 seconds for it to heat. I let it cool down for a little bit after it's heated up, and then I slide my boot on, and we're almost done. So very close. So right now it's complete. Let me just take this out. I take this out. That's how it looks. I'm gonna just let it cool a little bit. Yeah, it's good. And then I slide down the boot. Right when I slide down the boot, I don't just let it drop right onto it. You know, I actually just very gently do that, and I don't even put it in. What I do is that little white piece I was talking about earlier, right? That little white piece slides right into that. And the next thing is you take off the dust cap off of your connector housing, and do your very best to get this inside there. I am not the best at this, so but I got this one in. So after that, you got to make sure that this little piece right here lines up with this. All you do is just click it in. You're good. Take the end off, cross it out, Put your dust cap back on, and there you have your AFL Fuse Connect connector. I'm Pete with Chicago Voice and Data. Our website is cvada.com, and we're using an AFL product. Along with that, we work with a lot of different manufacturers, and the specific manufacturer representative that we're working with on this project is Chip Splon. This is his card. I'm going to make it easy for you guys so that I don't have to be talking about it too much. Okay, so subscribe to the channel if you want to. Thanks.